Mr. Vice Chair. Glad you guys could join us on House Time.
Well, we thought we'd see how that worked on the Senate side. So
We are appreciate everybody showing up today. We are having a conference committee on Senate Bill 343 today. So if we could we have a revisor just give us a refresher on what Senate Bill 343 is, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, members of the conference committee. Senate Bill 343 concerns persons with hearing loss. It would update statutory terminology throughout the entirety of the Kansas statutes annotated to update the term hearing impairment to hard of hearing and to amend other references to hearing impairment or persons with hearing loss to use person first terminology. So persons with hearing loss or persons who are deaf. The bill contains statutes for a wide variety of subjects to update that term throughout. The bill would make no substantive change to any program or requirement imposed under law. It would simply update that terminology. The House Committee of the Whole did amend the bill once to make a technical amendment. It was discovered at some point that there is a historical section that was included in the bill when the Commission for Deaf and Hard of Hearing was renamed. It included a savings type provision that is standard for basically any time we rename or transfer an agency to make clear that any pending administrative or legal action still survives the rename or transfer. So the House Committee of the Whole amended the bill technically to take that section out. Mr. Chairman, that is the provisions of Senate Bill 343.
Thank you, Scott, for that refresher. Madam Chair, I think we are okay on our end with that section being removed from the Committee of the Whole, and it looks like this is very non-controversial. I wouldn't like to make an offer, though, to insert the contents of Senate Bill 276 into the contents of Senate Bill 343. If you guys would be amicable to that.
I did have conversation with Chairperson Concanon, and she was excited to see that that 276 would find a home. So I think that would be very acceptable.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. And for those listening online, Scott, would you mind just giving a brief update what 276 is?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I got connected to the internet finally. Senate Bill, Jenna Moyer, Reviser Statutes Office. Senate Bill 276 is a bill about persons who are blind, and it would provide considerations in legal custody, residency, parenting time, child in need of care, adoption, foster care, and guardianship cases to not allow a determination adverse to a parent who is blind just because such parent or person acting in a parenting capacity is blind, and also require the offering of supportive services to enable parents who are blind to be able to better take care of the child.
Jenna, thank you very much for that. So, Madam Chair, we do have an agreement to adopt Senate Bill 343 with the contents. Senate Bill 343 as amended by the House Committee or Committee of the Whole, and then to insert the contents of 276 into that.
Give me just a moment. We're in agreement, Senator.
Madam Chair, I appreciate that. I think that was a very lot of work in a short time. We appreciate the cooperation on that. So with that, we do have an agreement. So we'll get a conference committee report out for everybody to sign. Jenna?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a quick clarification. The effective date on 343 is statute book, and the amended effective date in 276 is Kansas Register. And so I'd just like to clarify what the effective date should be.
Madam Chair, I will let you make that decision since you were allowed us to insert 276. If you do have a preference on that.
Scott, do you see any harm in us taking 343 to register?
Madam Chair, I think that's purely a policy choice for you to make.
All right. I would say we make them both register, Senator.
Madam Chair, thank you. That was the hardest decision we had to make today. So
Wouldn't it be nice if all of our decisions could just be this fast?
it would be. Yeah. Okay, so just to recap, we are in agreement. We will get a conference committee report out on Senate Bill 343 with Senate Bill 343 contents after the committee of the whole for the House as it passed the House, and then the contents of 276 and the enactment date as the register. Okay, thank you.
All right.
That concludes our work.
We'll just look at our schedules today and see if because I'd like for us to hopefully wrap up our conference stuff by tomorrow, if at all possible. So we'll just stay in contact.
That was great.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, everybody.